Welcome to STRIS. So in this video, I'll be dealing with types of goods, elasticities. In the last video, we have seen about law of demand. In this video, I'll be telling you about law of supply and different elasticities. Okay. So when it comes to types of goods, we have seen already on the basis of income. So there are two types of goods. They are normal good and inferior good. We have seen how demand curve reacts to this income. Fine. So if you didn't watch that video, please do watch that video, then only you can understand this thing. So please watch the previous video and get into this video. So there are two types of goods based on income. One is normal good, another one is inferior good. So generally what happens according to the law of demand, so price is inversely proportional to the quantity demanded. So here if price increases, quantity demand will decrease. So if income increases, quantity demanded of normal goods will increase. Okay, so we have seen examples of shirts and shoes. So previously my salary was around like 20,000. Now it is like rupees 40,000. So income has increased. So before I used to have only 3 shirts and 1 pair of shoe. What I'll be doing with 40,000 salary? So firstly I will buy 6 shirts and at least 2 pairs of shoes. It means that whenever my salary increases, my demand also will increase for normal goods. What about inferior goods? What about t-shirts which I used to consume from roadside previously when I used to get 20,000 salary? So it will decrease. Fine. So whenever income increases, the demand for the inferior good will decrease. Okay, sorry. So whenever the income increases, quantity demanded of inferior good will decrease. Okay, just take some example and you will get to know easily. Fine. So నాకు ఇన్కమ్ పెరిగితే తక్కువ రోడ్ సైడ్ గూడ్స్ని ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తా. Fine. Because I'm a rational being. I don't be like you are judging and all. So generally it happens with everyone. It doesn't mean by judging and all. Some whenever I'm getting money, the money are to spend for my happiness or utility. Yes. So then on the basis of relationship with each other, I mean goods. Okay, relationship between goods. So we have substitute goods, complementary goods, and goods which have no relation. When you have no relation, then there will be no relation between quantity demanded and price. Fine. So we cannot like we cannot do it when they are not related. Then we have substitute goods which we can substitute. Fine. So tea and coffee, diesel and petrol, these are substitutes, right? So generally diesel and petrol we cannot substitute. If you do it, engine will get seized due to different calorific values. Okay, so just take an example of tea and coffee. If price of tea increases, quantity demanded of coffee will increase, because think that both are at available at 10 rupees before. Now they are available at 15 rupees. Tea is available at 50 rupees. So many people will go and get coffee at 10 rupees. So whenever price of one good increases, quantity demand of the substitute good will increase. Okay. Then complementary goods. So we have seen uh, shoe and socks. Yes. So it is reverse. Whenever the price of the complement good increases, quantity demanded will decrease. Why? Because I have to spend more. Fine. Then on the basis of demand curve, there are some goods, for example, daily essentials. So example is milk. Fine. I think everyone uses it. Every household uses it. So generally, if 1 liter of milk is 60 rupees, we'll be consuming. What if its cost increases to 80? Will we drop drastically? No, right? So before we used to have 1 liter, now we will be having uh, 1.8 liters or else 1.75 liters. Yes. So here quantity demanded will be slightly decreasing. It won't be decreasing much. Okay, fine. So whatever the thing, if price increases, quantity demanded will slightly decrease. Those type of goods are called necessary goods. Fine. Then we have luxury goods. For example, iPhones in big billion days. So whenever there are there are offers, what we'll do? We will purchase it, right? So if it is available, fine. So whenever there is small change in price, so if iPhone is for 1 lakh and through offer if we are getting for 80,000 in big billion days or 70,000 in big billion days, we'll go for it. So a small change in price, before we not used to buy that, but now we are buying it. Okay, so due to small changes in price, there will be huge demand. We can see that in recent big billion days, many iPhones were sold out in India. Fine. So luxury goods, huge change in price also, small change in demand only will be there. But when it comes to luxury goods, small change in price also will be having huge change in demand. Then goods with exceptional demand curve. So there are two goods. For example, so demand curve is like this, downward sloping. This is the normal demand curve. Yes, exceptional demand curve is something which will be reverse of it. It will be up sloping. Okay, like law of supply. We'll be saying that. So it will be reverse to the normal curve. Fine. So there are two goods which do this exception. So one is veblen good. So just remember veblen. So here VL. Okay, veblen good. L for luxury. Okay, then another type of goods are giffen goods. So giffen I for inferior. Fine. So to explain this, I will take an example. There are four ladies who are CEOs of different companies and they are going for a party. So each lady, one lady has took a Coach, and another lady MK, and another lady Louis Vuitton, another lady she took Gucci. Okay, so before the price of each bag was around like 2 lakhs. Coach BR was 2 lakhs. This is also of 2 lakhs. This is also of 2 lakhs. This is also of 2 lakhs. When they attended the party, one of the ladies has brought a brand new Louis Vuitton bag of rupees 5 lakhs. So at that point of time, these three ladies will be watching her and they will be buying the bag because it shows something called status. Okay, just to show off. It shows the status. So emblem goods are show off goods. So without that LV bag of 5 lakhs, they'll be feeling inferior. It happens. It happens. Okay. So here with increase in price, demand is increasing. So generally price is inversely proportional to quantity demanded. But here what is happening? Something reverse is happening. So the curve will be like this. The curve will be like this, and these are veblen goods. When it comes to giffen goods, so it generally doesn't happen, but it is explained through something called modeling. So take an example of poor family. So they need to have a 30 kgs of food grain. They have 5 members. Just think that, and their budget is around 200. So they used to buy wheat and bajra. They consume wheat and bajra, and they cannot afford more food grains, pulses, millets, and all. So they have less budget, and they need 30 kgs per month. Okay. So previously the price of wheat was rupees 10 per kg and bajra was rupees 5 per kg. So for previously they used to have 10 kgs of wheat, so it is 100 rupees, and bajra 20 kgs, it is of, so each of 5 20 kgs they used to have, each kg 5 rupees of bajra, so it becomes 100. It got balanced, but suddenly price of bajra increased. So when price of bajra increased to from 5 rupees to 6 rupees per kg, so what they need is they need 30 kgs and their budget is 200. So now what they are doing is they are buying same 10 kg, like they are decreasing the wheat from 10 kgs to 5 kgs. So 5 into 10 rupee per kg, right? 50 rupees. And remaining 150 rupees, they are buying Bajra. Okay, they are buying 25 kgs of Bajra. Previously, they used to buy 20 kgs of Bajra. Fine. So this happens in inferior goods, and this also, like whenever the price is increasing, quantity demanded is increasing. So just remember GIF, GI. So I for inferior goods, and Veblen. So Louis Vuitton, just remember Louis Vuitton bag. One of the ladies she was having. So VL, fine. L for luxury goods, fine. Then elasticity. So elasticity is nothing but responsiveness. How you are responding to the pressure or force applied on you. For example, rubber band responds to the pulling force. Stress is directly proportional to strain. This is Hooke's law in physics. We have studied. So, what are the forces in economy? First one is price, second one is income, and third one is other price of other products. So, what are the forces which affects our demand, which affects our decision to buy? If we want to buy something, what are all the things you will be looking at? First, you will be looking at what is the price. Then you will be looking your purse, income. Then you will be looking at any alternatives available, price of other products. Yes. So if you are going to a more supermarket, you want to buy some what detergent. Okay. So at that point of time, what you'll be looking at? First, you'll be looking at price and quantity. Then you'll be looking at what is the budget you have in your pocket, or you'll be checking your phone pay balance. Then you'll be looking at Surf Excel is too costly. Then we'll look at triple X, or else we look at some other Ariel. Fine. So to buy, these are the forces which are we are dependent upon. These are the forces which are affecting our demand. So how our demand will respond to these forces. Demand will respond to this forces is called elasticity, and different thing has different name. Okay. If you have more money in your pocket, if you have more income, then you won't look at price. Yes. If you have like if you are obedient to one product, then you won't be looking at another product. That things we do not see here, because we are thinking of rational being. Fine. So first elasticity of demand, we'll be looking at how demand demand responds to price. Okay. You have to read from here. Fine. How demand responds to price. How demand responds to price. Fine. So this is given by the formula change in demand by change in price in percentage terms. For example, we'll be seeing at different cases. It will be different for different goods. Okay. So first take an example of luxury good. So small change in price, big billion days. Remember big billion days. Huge change in demand. So huge change in demand. Demand is changing too much for small change in price. It means that it is elastic. It is elastic. It means that it is changing. So for example, there is huge change in demand and very less change in price. There is 5% change in price, but there is huge change in demand. So it will be positive. It will be greater than 20%. Fine. So next, necessary goods. So we have seen milk. So whatever the price changes, there will be only less quantity. Okay. There will be only less quantity which we demand. For example, I told milk from 60 rupees, it has become 70 rupees. Previously you used to consume 1 liter, now you will be consuming 0.75 liters. Yes. So here quantity demanded will be slightly changing. That's why we can call it as inelastic. Then think of life-saving drugs. Without that, you cannot save your life. At that point of time, you should spend whatever the cost it is. You will be spending whatever the price increase. Also, you will be spending. For example, everyone will be telling like heart attack patients or some patients will be having some type of tablets, right? So if they increase, what happens? They should have it for sure. So large increase price also, demand will be same. So those type of goods are called elastic goods, perfectly elastic goods, or unitary elastic. Whatever the change is there, uh, sorry, it will be perfectly elastic. Fine. Then there will be scenario where you are going to market, you are demanding for 1 kg, you want 1 kg of tomato. One seller is think that quality is same, quantity will be same, and everything will be same, everything is fair. One person is selling the same tomato for 1 kg 20 rupees, another seller is selling for 15 rupees. Now whom you will be going and with whom you will be buying? Don't say that he is my relative, he is that thing and all, this thing and all, keeping everything ceteris paribus. So you'll be going and buying 1 kg 15 rupees tomato only. Yes. So here, due to small change in price also, you are not, demand is zero. Yes. So this type of PED is called perfectly elastic. Okay. So where we will be using? We will be using total revenue equal to price into quantity demanded. So if I have a company and if I want to know whether my good is like uh, when whether the goods are responding to price or not, and they have demand or not, what I have to check? I have to check PED, price elasticity of demand, because total revenue equal to price into quantity demanded. So if I have a company and if I am producing some goods, if I want to check how my goods are in the market, and if I have to increase the price or decrease the price, what I should do? I should increase the I should check price elasticity of demand according to demand, how the price is responding. Okay. So to increase revenue drastically, will you increase price of elastic good or inelastic good? So what you'll be doing? Elastic good is something which is not at all responding or responding very low. So what you'll be doing? So you'll be going for inelastic good. Why? Because so we'll be seeing scenarios. Think. So before the price was 100, the quantity demanded was 10. If you change the price, if the change, if you change the price to 200, the quantity demanded will be inelastic, right? It will be changing very less. It will be changing from 10 to 8. Before the price was 100, now the price is 200. So total revenue will be getting here will be 1000, but here it will be drastically increasing to 1600. So when you need more profits, and if your good is inelastic, then you can increase the price of the good. What if you increase the price of the elastic goods? So here is one scenario. So price is 100, quantity demanded is 10, and this is the elastic good. So you have increased the price to 200. So it is elastic. It means that it changes drastically. From 10, it has changed to quantity demanded 4. So here the income is 1000, but here income will be reduced to 800. So is it okay to increase the price for the elastic good? Absolutely no. Then what I can do is I can reduce the price and see. So I am reducing the price to 80 rupees. So and it is elastic good, right? So it will, demand will drastically change. It might increase or decrease. So now it is increasing to 15. So whenever the price decreases, quantity demand will increase in elastic good, for elastic goods. Fine. Here I'm getting 200 profit at least. Again. So just think, you are an IAS officer and you were made as a joint secretary of revenue department under Ministry of Finance. So will you tax elastic good or inelastic good? You will be taxing elastic goods or inelastic goods to get some more income. So here for elastic goods, I have given the hint. Elastic goods are meals in the restaurant. If prices are less, people will be demanding more. If prices are increased, if prices are increased, what happened to elastic goods? Prices increases, quantity demand will decrease. So total revenue equal to price into quantity demanded. If price increase and quantity demand decreases, what happens to total revenue? Total revenue also decreases. So I won't be increasing the price or taxes of elastic good. So to simplify it, before I used to get meals at 100 rupees. Now government has increased to 120 by asking to pay 20 rupees tax on every meal. So at that point of time, what I will be going? I'll be going for any breakfast shop. I mean, I'll be going for any dosa or idli center, and I'll be having idli outside. Why? Because 20 rupees drastically increased on meals in the restaurant. So I'll be having idli for 25 rupees or 30 rupees, right? So here I'll be choosing the alternative. So here price increase is due to taxes. Due to tax, price has increased and revenue has decreased. Is it okay? It's not okay. So that's why I'll be increasing the tax for inelastic goods. For example, alcohol is an inelastic good. So it has got abated. Okay. So whenever if I increase also, people will be consuming. So at that point of time, if price increases, QD increases, total revenue also increases. Fine. Alcohol, petrol, daily essentials like milk, electricity, these things, vegetables, fruit. Fine. What are the determinants? So determinants is substitute. I told that meals they have increased the tax. That's why I've gone for dosa or idli center, tiffin center. So it is an alternative. Fine. Then addictive products. So inelastic, mostly alcohol, cigarette. These things are inelastic goods and these are addictive products. These we have seen. Luxury goods and necessary goods. So luxury goods will be elastic and necessary goods will be inelastic. Luxury goods, if small change in price also, quantity demand will increase. But here quantity demand will remain almost the same. Then time period. So if you have more time, for example, I'm getting electricity bill too much, like 4,000 per month. If for example, I'm not getting that much. If I'm getting that much, so I'll be counting that 4 into 12 equal to like 48,000 per year. So I'll be shifting to what? I'll be shifting to other solar. I'll be investing 1 lakh and I'll be getting solar electricity and government will be giving me subsidy while believing that. So time period is also determining the price elasticity of demand. Fine. Then proportion of income also. For example, Ambani have to travel from Mumbai to Delhi because there is Mumbai versus Delhi match. So here, whatever the price of the airline ticket is, if the ticket is for 2 lakhs also, he'll be traveling. For it for him, the price is inelastic. Okay, but us, if the ticket is too much, we'll be canceling the IPL tickets itself. Yes. So sorry for that. So if the flight ticket is too much, we'll be looking for the alternative train or mostly train tickets. We'll be looking at it. Fine. So with this, we have seen price elasticity of demand. So the next elasticity of demand is income elasticity of cross elasticity of demand. Cross is nothing but price of the related goods. So we have seen cross elasticity of demand is change in quantity demanded by change in price of related goods. Okay, related goods are of two types. We know that three types generally. Non-related we are not looking because there is no logic or reason behind looking it. Supplementary goods, sorry, supplementary or substitute goods. Substitute goods. There is nothing like supplementary. It's substitute goods or complementary goods. Complementary goods, shoe and socks. Substitute goods, tea and coffee. So if let's take substitute goods. If price of tea increases, quantity demanded of coffee will increase. So here if price of a related good increases, quantity demand will increase. So it will be positive. Fine. Complementary goods, if price of the good increases, quantity demand will decrease. It will be negative because it will be positive and this will be negative. Negative by positive will be negative. The next type of elasticity is income elasticity of demand, and it is denoted by YED. So change in demand with respect to change in income. So there are two types of goods based on income. One is necessary good, another one is luxury good, sorry, another one is inferior goods. Sorry, three type of goods. So we have seen the quantity demanded for the inferior good will decrease with increase in income. So it will be negative. Then luxury good, small change in price, quantity demand will increase due to increase in income. So this will be positive, I mean very high. Okay, then necessary goods, whatever the income increases also, we'll be having 1 liter of milk only, right? If our home has like 3 to 4 members, we'll be having 1 liter of milk only. If we are getting 1000 rupees or one, if your salary has increased to 1 lakh or 2 lakhs, we'll be having like 1 liter only. Unless we for festivals or some reasons we can increase. If we increase also, it will be very less. Okay, so it's positive but not much high. It will be very high. Luxury goods will be very high and inferior goods it's negative. Don't say that I will save. I'm not like a person. If my salary increases, I don't use this, don't use that, then you are bullshit. Okay, sorry for using that word. Then we can see here. So on the scale, so which are negative, inferior goods, so they are perfectly inelastic. Then from 0 to 1, so 0 to 1 they are positive but not high, so they are necessary goods. They are inelastic, so greater than 1. Luxury goods, they are very highly elastic. Fine. Then we will see law of supply. So when we have seen the definition of demand, I've told that willingness and ability of what consumers to pay for a good, pay to get a good and service at a given price in a given time period. Now for supply also same, willingness and ability of the producer. So think that you are producing, you are a owner of a chocolate company and you are selling chocolate for rupees 100. So if someone comes to you and asks for rupees 70, will you give it? You'll be saying that no, it is a minimum price which I have got. So you should be willing and able to sell that product, produce that product, okay, at given price in a given period of time. Fine. Then law of demand states that price is inversely proportional to demand. Here also same, ceteris paribus, making all the things, assuming all the things constant. So delta P is directly proportional to delta QS. Price is directly proportional to quantity supplied. If price of the product increases, my quantity supply also will increases. For example, think that you have produced uh, 10,000 kgs of onion in your farm. So today onion cost is like 40 rupees. But you came to know that within 1 week these prices will go to 110 rupees. So will you sell it today or else will you sell it in future? Will be selling when the price comes to 110. So whenever the price increases, quantity supply also will increase. Generally this will not happen. So according to our Indian laws, you cannot store when there is market supply shock in the market, and certain quantity is there. I will look into that also in the future lectures. Fine. So whenever the price increases, quantity supply also increases, because as a producer, think from the perspective of producer, what I need profits. So if I sell for high cost only, I can get profits. Fine. Then so this is the curve. So we can see that demand curve is like this. So supply curve will be reverse of it. It is positive sloping and upwards positive sloping or upward sloping curve. Okay. So for 10 rupees I'll be supplying this much only. For 11 rupees my supply will increase. Then for 15 rupees my quantity supply will increase. Okay. So this is the meaning of that graph. For 10 rupees I will be supplying only one quantity. For 11 rupees I'll be supplying 2. For 15 rupees I'll be supplying 5. Fine. So there are determinants of supply. What will be determining the supply? For example, for anything to get produced, we need something called 4 factors of production and 4 factors of land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship. For land, I should pay rent. For labor, I should give wages. For capital, I should pay interest. And for entrepreneurship, I should pay profits. So here, these are the cost. These are the costs. So this cost of 4 factors of production will decide how much is the price of your product. Okay. So cost of factors of production, then price of the related goods. If any related goods are there, complementary goods or supplementary. I mean not complementary or supplementary. Here related goods in the stage of production. For example, football, volleyball, basketball. So same material can be used in 3 things. So same things, but they are pronounced with a different name and they are different products. So here they are related in production. Okay. Then state of technology. Previous humans used to make, now machines are making. Fine. Then producer expectations. What is my expectations to this Diwali? If I am producing crackers, what is my expectations? According to that, I will increase the supply or decrease the supply. Then size of the market. I cannot sell ice creams. I can by increasing my supply drastically too high in winter. Then government intervention. Government may put a tax on me or give subsidy to me according to my type of product. So previously in demand curve also I said that if you play with price, the movement will be along the curve like this. It will be going like this or like this. If you are playing with all other factors, the curve will be moving inward or outward. Okay, it will be moving outward or it will be moving inward. Fine, we'll be looking that also. So here, so first factor is price. So I told that at 10 rupees I'll be selling only one chocolate. At 20 rupees I'll be selling at least 5 chocolates. 1 2 3 4 5. So here quantity supply has increased. As price increases from P1 to P2, quantity supply also will increase from QS1 to QS2. So here we are moving along the curve. So here I was, now I am here. Next, if the price get increased, if my chocolate get the same price as Dairy Milk Silk, my quantity will increase drastically, and I can get at least 10. I can sell at least 10 chocolates for that price. Then price of the related goods. So I've told basketball and football. So there is FIFA World Cup going on, and demand for football has gone up. So we know that when demand goes up, price also will go up. Fine. So what I'll be doing, I'll be increasing the supply of football. What happens to the supply of basketball here? It will be decreased. So whenever there is decrease, there will be inward movement of the graph. Inward movement of the graph. So graph will be moving like this to inside because of quantity supply has of basketball has decreased. Okay, so here it will be decreasing. Fine. Previously, before FIFA World Cup, basketball and football, I used to sell 100 units at same price. But due to FIFA World Cup, it has increased. Its price has increased, so I will increase this supply. But what about the supply of this? I'll be decreasing it. So that decrease we can denote with the help of a graph which has moved inward. Okay, so QS price. Then expectation of producer. So ice cream shop in summer expectation increased, so quantity supply will increase. So whenever the supply increases, there will be outward shift of the graph. So graph will be shifting like this to the outward. Okay. Then government intervention. Government can intervene in two ways: tax and subsidies. If tax increases, if tax increases, price of the product increases. But but what happens to supply? What happens to demand? Demand will decrease. Yes. So supply also will decrease. So supply decreases. Sorry. So if tax of something increase, supply also increases because factors of production will increase. Cost of, so inward movement of curve will happen. When it comes to subsidies, people will buy more because government will pay. So there will be outward shift of the curve. Fine. Then so take some example, take some prices, and you can play with the curve if you have a time. Okay, if you can understand these curves only, you can understand GDP and all, unemployment, poverty, inflation, everything can be understood through these curves, through these graphs. Fine. Size of the market increases. If today's population is 140 crore, I am producing 140 mobile phones. Okay. If our population increases to 160 crore, I will be producing 160 mobile phones. So here size of market increased. So quantity supply also will increase. Whenever the quantity supply increases, graph will move outward. Graph will move outward. Okay. Then determinants of so we'll be looking all the determinants. So price increases, quantity supplied will increase, moment will be along the curve. Then price of related goods increases, quantity supplied of other goods will decrease, so inward movement of the curve. Cost of factors of production increases, wages, rent, interest. If those things increase, supply will decrease and inward movement of curve will happen. State of technology increases, quantity supply will increase, outward movement of curve. State of technology is nothing but if I got more machines in my company, they can work better than humans, then quantity supply will be increased. Expectations of producers. As a producer, I want more profits, so I will increase the quantity supply. Then government intervention. If I am taxing, if government is taxing more, then quantity supplied will decrease, inward movement of curve will happen. If government is giving subsidies, as I'm producing solar panels, quantity supply will increase, more people will buy, and outward shift of curve will happen. If size of markets from 140 crores to 160 crores, then quantity supply will increase and the curve will shift outward. Then price elasticity of supply, how supply changes when price changes. So delta QS by delta P equal to PES. Okay, so case 1. So just think that there are 10,000 seats in the stadium. Don't say that, sir, if seats are full, we'll put chairs and we'll sit. Okay, so it do not happen. It's don't take a hypothetical situation. Just think that 10,000 seats are there, and if demand increases also, prices increases also. Can you increase the number of seats? No. Yes. So quantity supply will be remaining same. So it is perfectly inelastic. Perfectly inelastic. How much the price changes, it is not at all changing. Then in international market, 1 barrel of crude oil is being sold for $67. But I have only $66, and if I go and ask any company to sell for $66, will they sell it to me by keeping the barrel cost at $67? No, they will say that no. You can go and ask anywhere, it will be coming for $67 itself. So here, small change in price also. If you have small change in quantity also, you are not getting the crude oil. So it is perfectly elastic. Fine. Then what are the determinants? For example, unused capacity is a determinant of price elasticity of supply. For example, you are running a hotel or restaurant which can make 100 biryanis per day, but daily you are supplying only 50 biryanis. Fine. Suddenly, if you get 100 biryani orders, can you supply? Yes, because there is unused capacity. It is determining the supply according to the change in price. Then time period considered. 100 biryanis in weekends. Okay, so time period considered. So you thought that your biryani has got clicked. So next week you got 120 orders. Somehow you have managed. Then it has increased to 130. So then you will be thinking that I should increase the seating capacity and also I bring one more chef. Yes. So when time period considered, PAS will be elastic because you'll be bringing some person to cook. Fine, you are reacting. Your supply is reacting to the price. Even though price is increasing, the biryani is getting demanded in weekends, so it will increase. So according to the time period, it will increase. Then ability to store. So previously seating capacity was only for 20 members, but now you will be increasing it to at least 50 members. If 50 takeaways, 50 members, at least your seating capacity will be increasing. So what is application of PES? So government uses this during price controls. So this price controls will be discussing when I discuss about GDP and inflation. Fine. So hope that you have understood something and you are getting the concepts done. So whatever things I teach, if you don't take examples and if you don't practice graphs, then it will be difficult. Okay, so economics is a subject which can be understood as a concept. So please do practice these things and just revise. These notes is available in my WhatsApp community. You can join through the link which is given below, and you can join through Telegram also. In Telegram also I will be uploading these things. So thanks for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe.